underground. The ladies turned their heads around saying, Donald, where are your trousers? Yeah, Anton, you tell me where they are.
I woke up on Tuesday morning with no voice, so I had occasion to visit St Mary's Hospital in Paddington. Not only did they treat me very well, but the doctor gave me a tour of the place. It's the maternity hospital of choice for the royals, and this is where they display their new babies. Meanwhile, Phil was taking in the vibes of Westminster Abbey and all the stunning features. This is Queen Elizabeth I's tomb and the Noel Coward Memorial Stone. These are from the National Portrait Gallery, Queen Elizabeth I and Sir Thomas More, one of Philippa's dad's favourite people. On Tuesday night we had tickets for Cabaret at the Kit Kat Club at the Playhouse Theatre in Charing Cross, but first dinner at the local Egyptian restaurant and a pre-show drink at the Grand in Northumberland Avenue.
Nothing else is built the same. Nothing in the world has a soft and wavy frame like a silhouette of a dame. Here we go. There is absolutely nothing like the Prince. I love that. We're going to do that.
Here we are on Wednesday, the 1st of October, I think, in a very ritzy street in Knightsbridge. Harvey Nichols is at the end of the street, and we're going to see Harrods. There's the Marble Arch bus. Just caught that bus from Marble Arch. Here's Philly standing outside. Who else but Phil? This is the central escalator. It's very Arabic, of course. Definitely. Harrods was my favourite shop of all time, and you'll see why. Yes, and we did enjoy lunch at the bar at Harrods, with very efficient service. We were so lucky to get tickets to this wonderful exhibition, and the pieces really speak for themselves. The Manchester tiara was commissioned in 1903 by the Dowager Duchess of Manchester, who supplied 1,513 diamonds. She was known as a dollar princess, exchanging her wealth for a title. In 2007, it was given to the British government in lieu of inheritance taxes. The Cartier family made jewellery for royalty around the world, as well as very rich people and movie stars. The centre necklace with the large emerald was commissioned by the Countess of Granard in 1932. This is a restored piece with an interesting history. There was a mysterious disappearance before it resurfaced, originally commissioned by a Maharaja. This is Elizabeth Taylor's ruby and diamond necklace, a gift from her third husband, Mike Todd. It was sold to raise money for AIDS research. I think my favourite is the Tutti Frutti necklace with emeralds, rubies and sapphires set within a platinum framework and diamonds. This diamond snake was commissioned by Mexican film star Maria Félix in 1968.
Here we are at the Where Are We Phil? The Victoria and Albert Museum. We've just seen the Cartier exhibition and we're having a glass of wine in this beautiful cafe. Albert was a great guy. He liked him. He wanted to make everything accessible for ordinary people.
I just couldn't leave London without seeing Abbey Road.
It's Thursday, the 2nd of October, and guess where this is, Baz? Need any clues? I don't think so. I'll see if I can get my photo taken. And over here is the studios, Abbey Road.
tube in London is fantastic and you can get almost anywhere within minutes.
This is Liberties of London. A beautiful building. Quite old, I would say. It's about 12:30 on Thursday, the 2nd of October. I'm just going to go and have a look.
Another favourite shop with fabulous displays, including Fornasetti.
And now I'm in Cartier Street. I don't know who that is.
Some of the window shopping that Philippa did. We visited the Ivy restaurant again for lunch with Philippa's friend Jenny. From the Ivy restaurant, it was only a short tube ride to John Soane's museum.
This is Dr. John Soane's house, which is chock-a-block, full of treasures.
Sir John Soane was one of the greatest English architects who built and lived in this house 2 centuries ago. The museum has been kept as it was at the time of his death in 1837 and displays his vast collection of antiquities, furniture, sculptures, architectural models and paintings. In 1792, he bought a house at 12 Lincoln's Inn Fields, and then he bought 13 and 14. And now 3 houses is the museum and it's open to the public for free. He had hoped his sons would become architects, but that was not to be. In fact, his son George maligned him, and as a result, Soanes gifted his property and collection to the British government in 1833. He had an extensive library and collected samples of architecture from everywhere to show his students. And once again we caught the very clean tube back home.
It's Friday the 3rd of October and this is the Courtauld Gallery. I think it's the legal district near the temple.
And this is the Courtauld Tiny Dancer.
This is the church, St Mary's, the Strand, where we saw the Bach concert last night. King's College campus, there are a lot of university students around here, and law officers too, I think.
It is hard to go past a London pub, not for obvious reasons, but for art installations. And so we enjoyed our last London lunch at this lovely pub called the Wellington. Sausages and mash for me and steak pie for Phil.
This is Saturday morning, the 4th of October, and we're at Gatwick Airport, ready to get on a plane.
We really enjoyed our time in London. It was historic, modern, vibrant, diverse, multicultural, bustling, iconic, innovative and dynamic.
Well, I went down to London town and I had some fun in the underground. The ladies turned their heads around saying, Donald, where are your trousers? Yeah, Anton, you tell me where they are.